Well, I'm just sitting here thinking I might start sharing some of my story on one of these apps. I'm going to post this one on TikTok. If anybody wants to hear more about my story with my lawsuit against some deputies, and the first one I'll talk about because it's been closed since May 7th. The sheriff's paid actors have now once again requested a $50,000 worth of legal fees from me, a pro se litigant. And it was a very interesting case. They filed a motion for summary judgment. At the end, there was 3 deputies in their personal capacity left in the lawsuit, and 1 or 2 of them actually committed perjury on a sworn affidavit. One just flat out committed perjury and told a blatant lie, the same blatant lie he tried to tell in state court, and when my motion to suppress the evidence got granted. What had happened was a business competitor of mine had called the sheriff's office, said that there was somebody driving around in a old white rusty truck shooting at a unknown, probably undocumented immigrant. It was in January of 2022, so supposedly a white guy with a little bit of long hair and a beard was driving around in an old rusty truck shooting at some undocumented immigrant. Cops came, never talked to anybody other than my business competitor. They decided, he knew me. He said that, I had a property next door, which now he has the lease back on, the 10-acre tree farm. So the cops decided to pull up my photo in their database. And they were stalking me at the time in my fucking yard every night, 24/7, doing whatever they were doing with the little LCD screens out there in the front yard, and screwing with my camera system and shit like that. Those cops, I don't know if it was the same cops in my yard as the ones who pulled up the photo of me in the database, and my business competitor, who wasn't even at the property at the time of this supposed shooting, wasn't even there. He was in Boynton on his way home, 20 minutes away. Got a call from a worker who had never heard gunshots before, saying there might have been a shooting. So he came back, called the cops, because I had gone there looking for his father after this supposed shooting happened. Okay, so after the cops showed him my photo, he said, "Oh yeah, that's him." So they came and illegally, unconstitutionally seized me and my automobile with no probable cause. And that was determined January of 2023 at my jury trial. And I finally got out of jail. The moldy jail. But that's kind of what happened. They've done it a couple more times since then and got sued again. And it's just blows my mind that the reward for committing perjury on a sworn affidavit and a motion for summary judgment gets you to get your motion for summary judgment granted by Judge Donald Middlebrooks. It's just outlandish that I would think if you commit perjury, the motion you committed perjury in at the very least should be denied, is how I would think it would work. But I'm just some dumb kid dumb guy with a no law degree. Nobody that's appearing to help me. So that's how the federal justice system, federal civil courts, that's how they want to do me. It's just how I don't know. We'll see with the next judge. Now we got a new judge, and looked him up online, he appears to be like he might respect his job a little bit more. But And I could be wrong, you know, I don't know anything about either judge other than the first judge granted a motion for summary judgment right after I called out the perjury and said I didn't know what, I wasn't a lawyer, I wasn't one of these paid actors, I've never had the privilege to have a law degree, so I'm not really sure what should happen about the perjury, but I definitely, their motion should be denied. They committed perjury, if nothing else. But no, motion granted, case closed. Then we waited about 30 days past the 14-day deadline to try to get $50,000 worth of legal fees out of me. A couple nights ago, the paid actor filed a motion with 4 or 5 lies, saying he emailed me on the specific days. My email never got an email from him. That's for $50,000 worth of legal fees. He lied about 4 or 5 different emails that he never fucking sent. I know the federal government or some government agency's been investigating me for quite some time now because of these stupid fucks. And they've probably seen that these paid actors never emailed me when they said they did. At least if anybody cares enough to look into it, they'll be able to see that. Hopefully they'll hit all these stupid fucks with a RICO charge, lock them up, and give me my fucking money and my shit that they fucking stole in probate court. That's kind of where we're at. So if you want to know more of my story, let me know in the comments.